Oh, I'm ready. I hope you're ready. It's Monday. Oh, we're about to start. We're about to kick the week off. Starting soon, Art Life Live. All right, we've got some, I got a couple guitar heroes I want to introduce you to today, so stay tuned, Art Life Live starting soon. As you're tuning in, as you're joining us, let us know where you're tuning in from. I want to shout you out. We're about to start this Art Life Live session very soon. All right, it's Monday. About to start this Art Life Live session. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Just leave a comment below. Already got some comments coming in. Shout out to Roosevelt Winton, Aaron Bryant in the Bay Area. Roosevelt Winton's in Sacramento. Welcome. All right, we got some guitar heroes for you today. Stay tuned, we're about to start in 30 seconds. Happy Monday. Welcome to Art Life Live. I got a couple guitar heroes we're gonna bring to life on that canvas. Let's paint. My name is David Garibaldi and I paint live. As I paint, let's talk about Art Life Live starts now. All right, I see a Glenn's mom from Sacramento. Glenn, your mom is watching from Facebook, so welcome. Shout out to Amanda Bradford, Aaron Bryant. Yes, he's trying to give me the Guru Bros plug. All right, everyone, welcome. My name is David Garibaldi, performance painter, creator. Those of you that are new, welcome. And if you are new, just comment new down below and we'll shout you out. Or if you have seen a live stream before, just comment below and say I'm back so I can show you some love. Also, you know, we got to kick it off. I need to know where you're tuning in from. Where in the world are you? Just let me know in the comments. All right, I see my mom, as always. She's tuning in. Garako, what's up from Ohio? Welcome. I see Dominic. What's good in New York? Welcome, Dominic. Always showing love. I appreciate it. There's a Julie Garibaldi. You're new. Welcome. I like the last name. Garako is also new. I love that there's new people tuning in. Julie is in Los Angeles. Where are they tuning in? On TikTok and Instagram over there. All right, so San Diego, New York, Germany, Chile, Austin. Brazil's tuning in. Belfast. I heard New Hampshire somewhere. Clearwater. LA, Sacramento. Rancho Cordova. Switzerland. Mallorca. I wish I was in Mallorca right now. We were supposed to be in Mallorca right now. Did you know that? Yeah. South Sac representing. Robert on Facebook in Richmond, Virginia. Welcome. I appreciate it. All right. So as you guys are tuning in and just getting settled in, again, my name is David Garibaldi, and I create these large paintings live to music, but also while I'm doing this, I'm going to be taking your questions. So if you have any questions, ask them in the comments, whatever platform you're watching this on, and we'll do our best to answer it. If we don't answer it, just keep asking and just come along for this ride. So also today's theme, Guitar Heroes. That's right, Guitar Heroes. Doing 2 paintings for you. Back there, you see one up. We're gonna get 2 paintings done for you. Yeah, my mom said love the music. So if you're on TikTok or Instagram, you can't hear the music. If you want music, you got to go to that link in my bio that says watch live stream. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Periscope, thank you, welcome. You got the high quality stream going. All right, we're gonna start soon. It's Monday. We're gonna get warmed up for the creative week ahead. Are you guys ready? Let me know down below in the comments if you're ready, because I don't want to go if you're not. Are you guys ready over there on TikTok and Instagram? Just give me a thumbs up. Lots of hearts. I mean, I love the love. So we're gonna start this. Everybody, if you're ready, let's paint. Over, guys. So I'm very excited today. Can we show them the paint real quick? Just for the record, I'm not sponsored by any paint brand, but can you just show them the new color palette? I've got a new color palette today. So not those, but these are over here. We've got like 12 different skin tones over here, which I'm super, super happy about. I handpicked them out. And then over here, we've got 4 different blues, 4 different greens to yellows. We've got purples to reds and some other ones. And we're getting a little more organized in here. We're trying to act like we know what we're doing. We're trying to act like it. So let's create. I've got 2 paintings for, oh man, right when I talked about being organized, I just dropped my paint. It's okay. But yeah, actually, if you can get the rest of them up, yeah, that'd be great. All right. All right, let's come on inside. Come on closer. Let's paint. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of times where I feel like paintings can, get a lot more done to them, or they feel like they're not done. But if you spend so much time getting hung up on is it done or not, you gotta move on. You gotta move on to the next painting. But thanks for the question. If you guys have any questions, ask me below. Also, if you're watching this and you're new, comment new below so we can shout you out. Or if you're back, just say I'm back. We can welcome you. So I said today's theme was Guitar Hero, and I'm curious, those of you that are into rock and roll music or just music in general, we don't favor any particular style of music because I love all music. So I'm curious who's going to be the first to guess this portrait. So someone asked, how did I start getting noticed? And I don't really think that it was about being noticed. I feel like I just put myself out there, my brand. I would go out to people. The best thing you can do as an artist is not sit around and wait for someone to come notice you. You've got to go kind of like technically get in their face, introduce yourself to the world, and start, becoming part of a community. So if you're wondering how you get noticed more with your art, go and just be a part of the community. Stop waiting around for people to knock on your door. Go knock on their door and introduce yourself and your art. So someone asked, how many times a day do I paint? It really depends on how busy I am, but it can range anywhere from 1 to 2 times on average. But I do take days off too. You have to take time off for inspiration. It's a must. What was the question again? So do I ever help support other artists getting noticed? Of course, I mean, I try to support artists as much as I can. I think that, again, I notice more artists that are part of our community. So that's why I say go join communities, go get a part of it, go build relationships. That's really how you start getting more noticed and building a brand. So how long have I been painting? I've been painting professionally for about 17 years now. Keep those questions coming. Just ask below in the comments on whatever platform you are watching this live stream on. So someone asked, is he Jimi Hendrix? So the theme today is Guitar Hero. And they're asking, is it Jimi Hendrix? I don't know, you'll have to wait and see. All right, so people who are interested in commissions, you can always visit garibaldiarts.com/gallery, or you can email info@garibaldiarts.com. Send your request there, and we'll do our best to not only get back to you, but get you some information as well. So someone asked, do I already know what I'm going to paint or just go with the flow? I definitely know what I'm going to do. I have an idea of what the image is going to be, but this is art. It happens in real time. I'm, fixing things as I go. But I like to start with a vision in mind, a plan. Ooh, I was actually going to do a Carlos Santana day. Maybe I'll do one later in the week, but I was feeling his vibe, so maybe sometime soon. So have I ever painted a self-portrait? I have a couple times, but it's been a while. Do I paint sports players? I do. I've painted quite a bit of sports players and athletes, whether it's partnerships that we've had with the NBA or Major League Baseball. Just various athletic events and athletes. So they asked, do I feel like I have a super detailed photographic memory? I don't think so, but I definitely remember more than the average person. I'll say that. My girlfriend can attest to that. Would you agree? But part of this too is it's really about training yourself. So, it's interesting. People think that you've got to just be born with all of it at once. You start life and you know how to do everything, and it's just not the case. I practice and paint almost every day for all of my life, and that's why I've been able to become more observant. So do things that you can do to train yourself to get better at whatever it is you want to achieve. Ooh, what's my favorite painting? It really depends, but because I've done so many different ones. But, oh man, I've been loving this series recently with, just involves social activism. There's an image I just put out called No Peace. It's out today. I just posted it on my Instagram, so if you get a chance, go look at the most recent post on my Instagram. It's called No Peace, one of my favorite new ones. So have I ever painted anime characters? I don't think I have. But if I were to paint an anime character, which anime character should I paint? Let me know. Have I ever painted a giraffe? I have not. But if you've painted one, you gotta let me know. So is this Aerosmith? I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. No, we'll have to wait and see. So when I painted my first painting, did it satisfy me? I think I felt like a lot of artists out there where I didn't feel very good about it, and I feel like I needed a lot of work. So I wouldn't necessarily say it was satisfying, but I really enjoyed that I could create. Interesting, yeah, so Guitar Hero is the theme. And some people got slashed. By the way, this is one of 2 paintings that I'm doing today. So if you don't stay tuned for this, tune back in for the next one. So someone asked, am I Filipino? I am not Filipino, but I'm mixed with everything but Asian. I even did my kids are Filipino, but I did the test. Like, what was it called? 23andMe? Yeah. What was my first sold picture? So when I first started painting, I was painting live in jazz clubs and nightclubs, and the first painting that I sold was of a piano player. Someone asked, what shoes am I wearing? These are Givenchy. See those? Full of paint though. Actually, I got these when I was on tour, and I was wearing these live on stage, and I just pulled these out today to paint in the studio. So these are, I don't normally just paint in Givenchy's every day, but they're from tour last year. Ooh, what was that? Someone asked what? Is that who? Stevie Ray Vaughan. There we go. Someone guessed. I just mentioned it right now. Someone guessed, is that Stevie Ray Vaughan? Man. Lewis, you guessed it. Lewis just guessed who it was. If you guys want to scroll down in the comments on what platform was that? On Instagram, Lewis. Thank you. You made me proud, Lewis. I appreciate that. So someone said they swear that my pants get tighter every time. Thank you for looking at how tight my pants are. Oh, the pants. I thought you might say my pants. I'm like, my pants do get tighter every time also. These are, I have to get, I'm not gonna lie. I only wear jeans that have like stretch in them because I can't wear normal jeans. I got like thunder thighs. So do I clean my sneakers after each performance? No, I do not, because that would be a lot to clean all the time. I just, I just roll with it. All right, let's add some more detail to this. Pants. Oh, you did say pants. All right, yeah. See, that's what I thought. It's all good, but thank you for noticing, again, how tight my pants are. I'll leave that right there. So do I have unfinished paintings? Yes, I do. I feel like every artist has this stash of paintings that are always in the works. Do I collect a lot of pictures that I draw? I save a lot of art that I create, but I don't necessarily need to hang on to it all the time. I do love to sell art, so we want to make sure that these get in the hands of collectors. Ever painted who? Oh yes, I have. I've actually opened up for Snoop Dogg at a Super Bowl party. God, God, I can't remember what year that was, but that was a very interesting night to say the least. But I've also painted Snoop Dogg many, many other times. So someone asked, what do I do when I'm doing my painting? This is actually the process that I do. I take a photo, I upload it to our online inventory, and then what else do? We archive it here in the studio with all the other paintings as well. And then usually when people reach out about inquiring or collecting it, try to provide them some information. So those of you watching, someone guessed it earlier, but this is the guitar hero legend, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I painted this for the first time on tour last year. It was kind of like I feel like I was on a, like a rock and roll school. So one of my favorite ones. Let's see, let's ditch this. Is there anyone that I would not paint? I mean, there's definitely people who have wreaked havoc on our world in a very negative way. There's a lot of people that I would not paint, but they will remain nameless and I just won't paint them. That's kind of how I feel about it. What is my nickname? Well, what do you call me? Yeah, I can't share my nicknames, guys. Yeah, it's for family. But you know, I'll tell you this: when people get when people don't really know me, they call me Dave, and they don't know that I hate that. So, my name is David. My parents named me David, and I prefer to go by David. Oh, you know what's funny? People think my name is Gary. So they're like, hey, Mr. Gary, and they send me DMs, or hey, Gary. I'm like, no, it's not Gary. It's David Garibaldi, for sure. All right, let's throw some more paint, and then we're gonna end this first one. Mr. Stevie Ray Vaughan. If anyone knows what kind of guitar he played, let us know in the comments. All right, let's get this last. Okay, take one last look at the Stevie Ray Vaughan, and then we're gonna chat a little bit and then get into another painting. So go ahead and take a look right now. Either way, if you're watching this stream, this is the first painting of a couple, of one. But thank you so much for watching this live stream. If you're ever wondering, how can I support these live streams? What keeps these going? If you visit garibaldiarts.com/shop, we have prints available. Also, if you just hit the subscribe button, if you hit follow or like, or most importantly, share these videos, it's a huge, huge help to our channels and to our platforms. She's about that life. She's like Steadicam queen. All right, take one last look at Stevie Ray Vaughan. All right, we're back. You can see Mr. Stevie Ray Vaughan behind us. Don't go anywhere. I have another painting coming up for this Guitar Heroes theme. So someone told me Roosevelt Winton on YouTube said he had a Fender SRV guitar. So that's what Stevie Ray Vaughan, which is this SRV, is Stevie Ray Vaughan. So it's his own signature guitar. Robert Luck also said he played a Fender Strat. Let's see, going through some of the comments right now. Let's see. Aaron Bryant said a Snoop Dogg portrait is in the gallery, created 2013. Yes, that's right. So there is a Snoop Dogg portrait. Whoever was asking about that. It's in my online gallery, garibaldiarts.com/gallery. So you guys already see it right there. A blank canvas, ready to go. Someone asked, Kenneth Casey Combs on Facebook asked, where can someone buy one? If you're ever interested in original paintings, visit garibaldiarts.com /gallery. We've got paintings from my lifetime in there. There's hundreds of paintings to research and look up. I see myself as a monitor and I am sweating so much. That was a good warm up. So in normal day-to-day shows when we're traveling, I normally do anywhere from 2 to 4 paintings. So this feels normal. That was like a good little warm up. Wait, no, so Colleen, no, you did not just miss it. We're about to do a second painting. So Colleen on YouTube, don't go anywhere. I'm giving you guys 2 paintings today. So we're about to start that one. Before we start, let me know where you're tuning in from so that we can get into the second painting right now. Let me know, just comment down below. How are they over here on TikTok and Instagram? We're checking in with TikTok and Instagram right now. All right, so someone just asked, yeah, Colleen, yes, thank goodness, you're good. Just stay tuned. Someone also asked, how long do I look at a portrait before I paint it? So the one that I'm about to do right now, I only looked at it earlier for a very short amount of time because it's new. The last one, Stevie Ray Vaughan, I was very familiar with. But keep this in mind, the images, I'm choosing the images. So I choose images that I know I can break down beforehand. I can study it easily. I'm not going to choose portraits that are very difficult to do in a short amount of time. Otherwise, I'll save them for when I have more time. All right, shout out to Kenneth watching from Nashville, Tennessee. I miss Nashville, such a cool city. Ray on Facebook, Chicago. Valerie's in Galveston, Texas, sending love out to everyone in Texas as well. We get a little water before we start this second painting. So Roosevelt Winton said, my work has one of your Einstein paintings, classic and amazing, takes everyone's breath away. Thank you for the love. Einstein is a classic painting of mine that I've done all throughout the years. So Vincent, what's poppin'? What's poppin' is I'm about to do my second painting. Are you guys ready for a second painting? Can we just like roll along and get into this? All right, we're gonna paint in 3, 2, and 1. Come on over here. Back. Oh, we're back. This is round 2. So real quick, I'm gonna talk right here. You'll have to let me know below in the comments, do you guys enjoy this, the 2 painting vibe? Do you guys like that? You have to let me know below. All right, let's do this. Woo! Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're, well, just be more worried about walking than reading or watching. All right, let's get into this one. Let's paint. So this painting is a lot more figurative, which means it's a less focus on the portrait, more focus on the overall figure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use an undertone. It's like a dark purple. So I'll basically lay down a sketch of this. So it gives me parameters that I'm gonna work with. It'll also serve as undertone and details later on as we build more colors on top of it. So as I'm starting this original sketch to get this painting started, let me know down below in the comments if you're new, just comment new below. Also, if you're back, just say I'm back. And we would love to get these questions started. So someone asked, what paint do I use? I use latex house paint, and I am painting on a black canvas. Sometimes I think that, I don't know, you have to maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but some people think that I'm using something that's, you know, special or expensive or inaccessible to everyone, and everything I'm using, from these brushes that are available on Amazon to these paints are from Home Depot, the canvas I order online. There's really nothing that I use. So that's why I think the one unique thing that I have is just practicing and painting. But everything I use is very accessible.
Is the canvas fabric or something?
The canvas is like a normal canvas that is just so black. It's just canvas. All right, this is round 2 of our Guitar Heroes theme. So someone asked, do I have any videos of the paintings on Kiss Tour? Yes, if you go to my YouTube page, which is Garibaldi Arts, we actually did a vlog on the last run of the tour, so you can watch us almost every day on tour and all the paintings. So if you want to see vlogs from past tours, visit my YouTube page and subscribe as well to see any upcoming videos.
Have you done a Buddy Guy portrait yet?
So someone asked, have I done a Buddy Guy portrait yet? I have not, but I think that would be a really cool one.
Do you stretch your own canvas?
So do I stretch my own canvas? I don't. That's a lot of work. I don't think I have the patience for that. But God bless anyone who stretches their own canvases. This canvas comes on a roll. Interesting. Wow, you guys are getting right to it. I'm not going to give it away yet, but you're very, very warm. The person who just guessed that. So I'm working with a new color palette today. I just got it, picked out these new colors, and I picked images that I felt confident enough to try this out and see how it goes. So someone asked, have I ever painted Eminem or Rolling Stones? Yes and yes. You can see the Rolling Stones on my YouTube, and then also I think we did an Eminem on an Art Life Live session as well, which is probably on my YouTube. I'm not sure. Yeah, so those of you asking about the supplies that I use, at least the brushes, you can visit the link in my bio. It says Amazon Art Supplies. Yeah, so this is the Q&A. I am answering questions live while you guys are watching this and asking. I'm trying my best to paint and talk at the same time.
Why do you normally paint on black canvas? Is it because it's easy for you to paint into negative space?
You answered it right there. Someone asked, why do I paint on black canvas? Is it easier to paint because of negative space? That is exactly it. Also, it's just something I prefer. It's something that I enjoy, and I think you should do and paint with techniques that you enjoy the most. The more, is there what? Is there something that what?
Is there something that intimidates you to paint?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, honestly, there is. I can't answer off the top of my head because I'm focused on this painting, but yeah, there's a lot that I, think about all the time. Like, oh, I want to do this image of this person, but it happens quite often. So what's my favorite memory from tour? There's a lot of memories, but I just loved meeting the diverse Kiss fans around the world from all these different places. From Eastern Europe to the Midwest in the US and the South. Some of my favorite shows were the ones that were, like Bossier, Louisiana, Bossier City, Louisiana. And, these small towns, Moline, Illinois. If anyone's from Moline, shout out to Moline. There's just a lot of really cool places and people that we got to meet along the way. So I'm sure you can see who this is coming to life now. Oh, so someone wants to know, is this Alice Cooper? You'll have to wait and see what happens next. These are all great guesses. I'm hearing all these guesses come through in the comments. Keep your questions coming as well. So how many brushes do I go through a painting? I don't know how many brushes I have out here. Maybe 20 different ones. Also, I'm gonna bring you closer when I'm done to show you the details of these paintings, or this painting. I just did another painting earlier, so I'm thinking about those as well. I did not. So actually, none of the KISS members got a painting just because when I wanted to, we were just so busy on tour. So I'm sure we'll get something to them in the future. All right, we're gonna keep that right there and get some white for the highlight. Do I have a particular technique? I think the most, I guess, common technique that I use is leaving behind the negative space. This is a space that you would normally draw in or shading yourself, but I leave all those shadows behind. I think also the other technique is I don't overthink any of this whole process. I want it to feel alive. I want it to feel like it has movement. Some of my favorite painters are people who are, very impressionistic with their style, where they, you go up close to their artwork and it's not necessarily detail, but you step back and the color is what defines the image. And I try my best to do the same thing. Someone asked, how old am I? I am 37 years old. Let's get rid of those. Just throwing these brushes around. We got the AC pumped up in here, so there's like this part where I lean over right now. I can feel the AC on it. It feels great.
What's your all-time favorite painting that's not one of your own?
So what's my all-time favorite painting that's not my own? Man, what is that? Let me think about that. Because sometimes you guys ask some really great questions and it requires more thinking than I can do while I'm in the moment of painting. But honestly, anything by Leroy Neiman, I am just blown away. We were at a restaurant one time, they had a Leroy Neiman poster on the wall, and I think I sat there just staring at it. Like, I think I ignored was it Morton's? Yeah. And I was so inspired and enthralled by it. So anything Leroy Neiman, I'm super inspired by. So yeah, we are actually live right now on YouTube. So if you go to the link in my bio, you'll see that live stream right now on YouTube. It's Garibaldi Arts. What was that? Oh. I would say the soup tins, the soup cans, because of how revolutionary that was. It's an object. It was a commercial product that he turned into art, and I think that's incredible how he was able to change our perception about what art can be. It just depends on the image. Sometimes I will map out the image on the canvas. Other times I'm just sketching or creating. Just depends on the image. And also, I want to tell you this. I know some people ask because they think that there's, that they're not allowed to take certain steps to create. I say this: if you need to sketch the full thing out in detail, do it. If you need to project it, do it. If you need to do a grid, do it. It's your art. Create how you want. All right, I'm gonna get some smaller brushes for these glasses. I'm sure you guys can see who it is. So a lot of these lines that I put in are, I'm gonna go back to those, and they're just quick indications of whether it's proportion or if it's an undertone that I want to stay behind and go under the colors that are to come. Did I get free merchandise? I got a couple things from tour when they were we made friends with the merch guys. We shared a tour bus with them. They hooked us up. We also bought merch too, just to show love and support. Not that they need any extra merchandise purchased, but there we go. So what body part do I find the hardest to paint? One of the most challenging body parts to draw or paint are hands. When I'm drawing hands and taking my time, they're my favorite thing to draw, but because when I'm painting quickly, they don't always come out how I want them to. So hands are probably the hardest thing to draw or paint in the moment, quickly how I do, but it's still one of my favorites. Just adding those famous curls.
Trap Baby wants to know, do you like getting dirty?
Trap Baby asks if I like getting dirty. I don't know. I enjoy being covered in paint, I'll say that. I do love this. So I love being covered in paint and sweat. That is so much a part of my process. So what do I do when I make mistakes? I just keep painting, I keep going, and I just don't let it stop me. So I'm going to bring you closer for these details when I'm done. Again, those of you that were asking about my YouTube channel, we are live on YouTube right now. So if you're watching this on TikTok or Instagram, go visit youtube.com/Garibaldi Arts. You'll see this live stream in a much, much better quality. So I'm just adding some highlights. The cool thing about this image of Slash is the fact that there's a lot of shadow I can leave behind that tells a lot about who he is. And those are the images that are easier to remember, easier for my memory and learning in the moment. So if you're trying to do this and paint live and you're having trouble remembering images, change the image. Find an image that is easier for you to remember if you don't have a lot of time. Otherwise, keep studying. Keep getting on it. All right, let's add some guitar strings. Six guitar strings, just in case anyone was wondering. So what percentage of my paint? I don't think any of my paint clothes are clean. So I think 0% of my paint clothes are clean. I'm curious, I have a question for artists out there, is what's one of the biggest things that hold you back from pursuing your art, or feeling like it's keeping you back from being a better artist or art entrepreneur? Can you let me know in the comments below what's one of the biggest factors that keep you and hold you back from being a better artist or professional artist? What's what? My biggest painting fear is showing up to a show and not having any supplies or paint, because I swear you can give me anything. I showed up to shows where they had all white paint and I'm like, I'll use it. As long as there's stuff there I can use it, but showing up somewhere and they have nothing, I mean, what am I gonna do? I think also just a fear of just drawing a blank and then not being able to flow from there. And that's why I do these live streams 3 days a week, because this helps keep me in a flow. This is like an athlete going to the gym to work out. This helps build our creative muscles. The more you create, the more confident you become. What's that? Okay, so if you're watching on TikTok, go to the link in my bio and click watch live stream. Much better experience, I promise. All right, let's add, I don't know what color, I gotta come in the light for this. We're gonna get back to that color. It's a little too much right now, but here we go. I think this is the color I wanna go for. I'm gonna grab this, this blue. Make sure it's a fat cap. I'm gonna grab this blue, mist a little blue behind him so we have a little backlight on Slash. Give the illusion that there's lights shining down behind him. Shout out to Ricky. Is it Rick? Which Ricky is it? Ricky Yee. We have an amazing video coming out soon. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So they asked, are my materials sponsored? They are not. I'm not sponsored by anyone. Not that I wouldn't mind it, but everything I use, I purchase myself. All right, now that we have a mist of blue light, let's give the illusion that the light is hitting his silhouette. We're gonna go back with a skinny cap. I've never met Slash, someone just asked. No, I have not. You can come closer for this. It may get a little dicey. I know. She's like, I'd rather not. We gotta figure out how you can zoom in from. So I'm just gonna add this rim of blue behind everything to give the illusion that there's blue light. And I'm gonna add a little highlight on the strings too. This is where my graffiti control comes into play. My can control, we would call it. So what I'm trying to do is not press down too hard so that there's a lower amount of air but equal amount of paint coming out. All right, now that we've got the blue on there, I'm gonna go back with a white to give a little bit more highlight on the blue, certain parts, just so that it pops. So as I'm doing this, I want you to keep in mind, a lot of techniques that I used here is I didn't fill in a lot of this image, I left a lot of shadow behind. So it's not always about filling in all the information, sometimes about leaving that information behind. Okay, hope I can successfully do this. I'm gonna add a little mist of white to his hair. I want that to glow just a little bit. So have I ever seen the movie Beat Street? Yes, I have. All right, let's throw some paint around. So I love to go back with my hands and fingers sometimes because I can get textures that brushes can't get. Even filling in some of these areas. Actually, I'm gonna go back to this. I have this new color palette, so I'm still learning what is what. I'm gonna put on the wall. Yeah, that'll work. So how do I know where to splatter? I don't. It's a feel. It's just something I feel out. Let's get a little bit more blue. Let's break this blue in. Believe it or not, there's an art to the splatter. All right, I'm gonna do a couple more throws, get some water on my hands. All right, come in for one last handprint. Okay, take one last look at this slash painting. My theme today, Guitar Heroes. Take one last look and then we'll wrap it up for today's Art Life Live session. All right, thank you so much for watching this live stream today. If you want to support these live streams, help make them happen, to support them, you can visit the link in my bio or visit garibaldiarts.com/shop. We have prints, merchandise. Also, another way you can support this live stream is to just share this video. Share it in your DM, in the DMs of your friends. Share it on your page. Also, if you subscribe or like or follow, one of the easiest ways to support this live stream. Take one last look at that slash before we wrap things up. It was a quick session today. We got 2 paintings in. I hope you're enjoying this. We're gonna wrap things up. In. All right, welcome back. Aaron Bryant said, excellent, thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna answer some questions here that I see from Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, ones that I couldn't answer while I was painting. But Aaron Bryant said, what is the percentage of natural talent versus educational talent? I always feel, actually I'm gonna add another factor in there. So it's 3 things. There is natural ability, there is seeking education to get better at that natural ability, and then the third part, which is probably the most important part, I think it's at least 75% of this, and that is hard work ethic. You have to apply hard work ethic to whether you're going to get an education in art or whether you just have a natural ability. Those 2 things alone are not enough. Talent is not enough. Hard work ethic is 75% of making any of this happen. So I hope that answers it. At least that's how I feel. If you feel different, please let me know down below in the comments. All right, Glenn's mom said, don't forget about your Twitter followers and their questions or comments. Thanks for letting me know. I am back here. We're gonna answer some of your questions. So if you have any, Timothy watching this on Periscope, which is Twitter, said your work is amazing. Thank you for the love. Timothy also asked, would love to see a Baby Yoda. I've actually done a Baby Yoda before. You'll have to go back on my Instagram page or my Facebook page to see that one come to life. Let's see. I'm just reading some comments right here. Oh yes, someone said, are you sponsored by anyone? If not, who would you want to be sponsored by? You know what? So Hustler's Story on YouTube asked, who would I ever want to be sponsored by? I use paint every single day. So really any house paint company we would love to work with and show the world how the same paint that people use to paint in their home we use to create art like this. So I would love to make that parallel between the two worlds. Let's see, reading some more comments. Oh, so Colleen agreed with me. Yes, hands are hard to draw. Colleen's on YouTube. Thank you for watching. I had a couple of questions. Are you sponsored by anyone? Interesting. All right. So yeah, Glenn's mom was guessing early on that the posture of this Guitar Hero looked like Slash so far. And yeah, guitar players and musicians do have a signature stance. It's how they feel in the moment expressing themselves. So, all right, let's scroll down to the bottom, see what comments came in new. Okay. So Amanda Bradford said, dope, thank you for that. So Timothy said, would love this from my man cave. Timothy, just reach out, garibaldiarts.com/gallery. This isn't up yet, but it'll be up later on today. Or just feel free to email us. So any other comments on?
Yeah, someone said,
So someone said, be honest, I picked those guys because of their hats. All right, you got me. I love hats. I haven't been able to wear them because I don't really go outside much because of quarantine, but I have a hat collection. Some of my favorite hats are from a place called Hatworks in Nashville. And yeah, so I dig their hats. It's very...
love the double sessions. They're waiting for the martial arts heroes.
Okay, so someone on TikTok and Instagram, they said they love the double painting session, and now they're waiting for the martial arts heroes. Okay, if we were to do martial arts heroes, what martial artists should we do? I know you got to have some suggestions for that. Okay, what's your suggestion? Oh, it could be anyone, any martial arts hero. Okay, so Bruce Lee is one. I think that's a given. Who are some other martial arts heroes that we can paint in the future? Maybe we'll do it for the next session. All right, next session we'll do martial arts heroes, and we'll see who they are, but I need your suggestions. You gotta let me know in the comments. What are they saying on Instagram? So Glenn's mom said Bruce Lee.
Yeah, Bruce Lee.
Robert, Bruce Lee. Okay, we know Bruce Lee is a given. Well, who are some other?
Chuck Norris.
Oh, Chuck Norris. Is that? Oh my God, Chuck Norris would be, that would be fun.
Jackie Chan.
Who else are?
Uriah.
Our boy Uriah Faber. That's our family here in Sacramento. Okay, so Aaron Bryant said martial arts James Mitos.
I would love
Or a female UFC. What female UFC fighter would be a martial arts hero? Glenn's mom said Mortal Kombat's character. What's that? Yeah. Jet Li. Someone said Jet Li. What are other martial arts heroes? We're gonna do martial arts heroes on the next Art Life Live session this Wednesday. We're gonna try to go live between 1 and 3 p.m. So do a huge favor for me. Whatever platform you're watching this on, just set your notifications on so that when we go live, you don't miss a session. And I want you to see these martial arts heroes on Wednesday's Art Life Live. Okay, a lot of Jet Li. I love the Mortal Kombat characters. Khabib. It's a great one. Valentina. Rose. What's the last name? Oh, Rose. So she just fought and she won this past weekend. UFC fighter, yes. Rose. Didn't they call her Thug Rose? Yeah, they call her Thug Rose. I wouldn't mess with it. Oh, okay. Aaron Bryant. Okay. So he said Wesley Snipes.
He's an action star. He's not good.
So is Jackie Chan. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
I could do a whole wall behind me of martial arts heroes, guys. Guitar Hero was just the beginning. Chuck Norris, Roosevelt Witten said. Kimo Silva. Does anyone know who Kimo Silva is? Okay, you know UFC. All right, I'm learning, guys. All right, we're gonna wrap this session up because I'm starving. I'm about to eat some lunch. Let's do this. Let me shout out your city, state, or country before we sign off. Where are you tuning in from? Where did you watch this Art Life Live session? We did those 2 paintings today, the Stevie Ray Vaughan and Slash behind me, the Guitar Heroes. But where are they tuning in from? Just let me know below so I can shout you out. Yeah, so TikTok, I'm sorry for any technical issues, but as always, every time I go live, there's a link in my bio on TikTok and it says watch live stream. And even as soon as we're done, the live stream is still there as well. So you can always watch it, even when we're done. Someone said Amanda Nunez. All right, Midland, Texas. All right, London in the house. Estonia. That's in Eastern Europe. Jacksonville, Florida. Jolie Lozano said Diaz brothers. Yeah. All right, Jose watching this on YouTube. Sending love to Brazil, to you. Thank you for watching this. All right, Miami. I miss Miami. Texas. Vineland, New Jersey is watching. You said Orlando? Orlando, home of the NBA bubble. New York. South Africa. Mexico. Do we have anyone from Asia watching right now? Anyone in the continent of Asia out there? Maybe check TikTok. Usually we have a lot of international fans on there. Okay, oh, that's right. Yeah, we're having trouble with TikTok. Okay, all right. Guys, we are going to sign off. I want to thank you for watching this double painting session of Guitar Heroes, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Slash behind me. If you want to watch these full-length videos, I usually post them on my Instagram. So go follow my Instagram at Garibaldi Arts. These live sessions will also be on full length on my Facebook and YouTube. I am at Garibaldi Arts on all platforms. We'll be back Wednesday with another session. Until then, my name is David Garibaldi, and this is Art Life Live. Take one last look at that Slash. Peace. I like that one. His hand's a little funny. I gotta fix his hand. I know you guys can still hear me. I'm gonna fix the hand. It's a little off. All right, guys, have a great Monday. Peace.